folks. Main man, Leyline. Hollow 1 in Modern, I think is what we're calling this deck, even though you could call it like Gruul Aggro, I guess it's this Gruul discard, I don't know. Like I said, my name is Lance, more fun my screen name is Major Riot, that's Major_Riot_. That is my screen name on Twitch, YouTube, MTGO, MTJ, and Twitter. So watch this live on Twitch, consider following. Watch this on YouTube, please share, subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and you also follow me on Twitter for reasons unknown. That's right, follow Major Riot on Twitch and Twitter. Subscribe to Major Riot on YouTube for the low cost of free. Don't delay, do it now for a guaranteed outburst of rage, confusion, and even sometimes joy. You know, I have a disclaimer though, of course, I am not responsible for your sudden increased top deck only lands, being wrecked by Ragavan, or being unable to find your sideboard cards. If that starts happening to you, it has nothing to do with me. So I'm going to put it out there right now. But as you can tell, I do play Magic the Gathering, although to watch my videos, you may never know that. And when I do play Magic the Gathering, I do prefer to play where the RCQ season is, which right now it is standard, but there are no RCQ events for me to go to this week. So I figured, why not try out some Hollow 1. I did play Rakdos Delirium for a couple weeks, you know, within a month or so of each other, and it was pretty fun. And this is kind of the evolution of the deck. They just people have gone with a different route. We're going to try it out, see how it goes. So take a look at the weather. It's a nice day out there. It's been cold and wet, but not as bad as it could have been. Spring's almost here. Weather in Milken are cloudy with a temperature of 47 degrees. The wind is blowing from the south at 3 miles per hour, and the current humidity is 80%. So there you go. Weather for your friend, Major Riot. And let's see here. We are still at 57 followers on Twitter, still 362 followers on Twitch. We're still at 643 subscribers on YouTube. So shouts all 87 followers on Twitter. Shouts all 362 followers on Twitch. Shouts all 643 subscribers on YouTube. Of course, a massive shout out to all 2 of my Twitch subscribers. It's going to be a little bit of the hard money, very trying and dangerous times. I really appreciate that. I go way above me on the Call of Duty, obviously. You can spend the money anywhere else, make a lot more sense than here. And, you know, I appreciate anybody watching this live on Twitch or record on YouTube. I also have a particularly massive, robust, adult-style shout-out for those willing to contribute financially. Thank you so very, very much. All right, so this Hollow 1, it's got Vengevines in it. It's got Ox of Agonas in it. A lot of stuff happening here. There's a new card, Marauding Mako. I'm just kind of looking at the list. You know, I've never played this before. It's going to be kind of rough, but it looks like the whole idea here is like turn 1, Marauding Mako. Turn 2, play Burning Inquiry or Faithless Looting. That gets Marauding Mako is different than Flameblade Adept, which is also in this deck. Marauding Mako says whenever you discard 1 or more cards, put that many +1/+1 counters on this creature. Permanently. Flameblade Adept says only until the end of turn, and it's only +1/+0, but it does have Menace, and is a 1/2 instead of a 1/1. And then you try to get this thing to, like, I don't know, a 4/4, a 5/5, and then you get it Detective's Phoenix on it, and then it becomes a like 7/7 flyer, and then maybe you can get some hollow ones in. I mean, I don't know. We're gonna just see how this goes. Sideboard, it's got some more green. Can you believe Nature's Claim? I mean, I just kind of copy and pasted someone's deck, and Veil of Summer's here. 1 Pyroclasm, I would assume, for Boros Energy. Leyline of the Void is like really the card in Modern you just always have. Like it's so good against like almost every deck. Dismember, I'm not really sure, but I saw that guy's running Dismember, so I figured, yeah, what the hell? I mean, I don't have any other removal spells. I don't have Lightning Bolt in this list. Wouldn't mind trying it. Ox of Agonas, some people haven't seen this one in a while. 5 mana, 4/2. When it enters, discard your hand, then draw 3 cards. You can escape it for double red, exile 8 other art cards from your graveyard. It comes in with a +1/+1. Of course, it enters again. So definitely could be good. Really nothing else to say. Over the weekend, I did play an RCQ with Golgari midrange. Did not do too great. Went 2 and 3. Didn't have a good time, honestly. It was just kind of boring. I don't know. And I did go to a Kraken game, and the Kraken did win. First time, 3rd time into a Kraken game, first Kraken victory. So I was pretty happy about that. All right, I got nothing else to say. Let's get on in there. Next weekend, I have 1 more RCQ to go to. It may be the final paper tournament I go to that's regularly scheduled. I might go to one here or there once in a while. There's Laughing Dragon Experience, or whatever they call themselves, MXP. Usually they got in Tacoma every October. I'll probably go to that, because that's a big ass tournament that's just open to enter, right? Just pay $50. You're in the 10K. You know, probably go to that one. All right, here we go. Now, I do have kind of a different beverage here today. What am I talking about here? Well, it's I've never seen this before. It's a 8.4 ounce of Ghost Original Energy. Look at this thing. I guess it's for mixing with drinks, but you can just drink it raw, which I'm going to. It's only got 100 milligrams of caffeine, which is almost more than a Mountain Dew, but it's only 8.4, not even 8.5, 8.4. I guess it's just meant to mix with, like, you can put like it in Gatorade or whatever. I hear it's fine to drink by itself. But we all know the official start video is beginning. I crack my beverage is gonna happen right now. Here we go. Oh yeah, give it a waft. Smells good. Yeah, it's like bubble gum. Huh? Damn, that's sweet. I'm gonna mold this just because I don't have a 1-drop. Blazing Rootwalla is a fake 1-drop. You want that to be cast for 0 mana. Oh, I barely got that sneeze muted. I'm gonna mull. See if I can't find a Marauding Mako turn 1. Alright. We'll keep. I put the other mountain on the top. I mean, I like everything in this hand. Like, this has been a great 7-carder. Yeah, I guess we put a mountain on the bottom. Fuck it. Alright. Play my Flameblade Adept. This must be like Hollow One. Or not Hollow One, Living End. Well, we'll see if they got a Force Negation here. Alright, so we want to discard. Oh man, I'm not going to be able to get everything I need here. Discard Vengevine and Rootwalla. So we got Madness here. It's exiled. You can cast it right now, pay 0. Let's go ahead. Get a Stomping Ground. Say yes. Cycle. Burning Inquiry. Cycle. Ooh, that's going to be good next turn. Cast for free. Trigger the Vengevine. Oh my god. Put Hollow on the top or bottom? Put on top. Yes, get out. Burning Inquiry. Ah, I got the Hollow one thrown in there. Fuck. They get Ox in there, so that's good. All right, that's all I can do. Swing in for 12. They still have this Ardent Plea? They didn't discard Ardent Plea? What the fuck? Oh my god. They don't have white mana, though. Not much they can do a double green. All right, there we go. All right, Leyline the Void in. Get it in here. That's really about it. I mean, I could try Veil of Summer. That's getting kind of cute, right? Spells you control can be countered this turn. That doesn't counter, right? But Force Negation does counter. I don't know if it's good enough to bring in or not. Goblin Lore is honestly the weakest card. Like, it has to be the weakest card. Spinning the Wheel came in clutch. This deck is surprisingly good. Like, when I was playing the Rakdos Delirium deck, it was, like, consistently good, believe it or not. And really, this deck is basically that deck, except instead of dropping another Goyf on turn 1 and then hoping to get it massive, you just drop one of these Flameblades or Marauding Makos, and you try to give them flying, you try to do all sorts of stuff. It's amazing. Like, it's a really ridiculous, simpleton gameplay, but it can really, in Modern, you would think this would work. You'd be like, no, people got fatal pushes, they got all sorts of stuff to deal with this, but for some reason, Modern has turned into kind of a slow format. I know it sounds funny, but it seemed like it used to be more crazy, I felt like, for a while there, where it was like everyone just won like on turn 2 or 3 for like a good year. And now they slowed down the format just through the card design, I think. And it, not that I'm okay with like a lot of stuff that happens in Modern. There's a lot of bullshit that happens in Modern, but you know, it is what it is. Okay, so put Veil of Summer in potentially to try and deal with the Force Negations. Force Negation can only hit non-creature. It's not Force of Will. So maybe Ox of Agonas isn't great. It's kind of a weak card too. Maybe one Blazing Rootwalla. Try Veil of Summer. See if that works. We got, what was this? Oh my god, I can't remember. Living End. What we got this time? Well, we got a Flameblade Adept and a Faithless Looting and a Burning Inquiry. I'm willing to keep. I did not get my Leyline, which is impossible to cast in this deck. But, you know, I think this might be playable. Okay, there's Hollow One. We kind of have a backup plan where Flameblade Adept could potentially, you know, on Ketramos, I'm more scared, honestly, the builds that run bolts as removal can deal with your early starts, but life can be burnt quick. I haven't played that deck, the Ketramos, the new version of that deck, the Orzhov mid-range, they're calling it now, instead of Orzhov Blink. Just because that deck's so expensive. Like, it's going down in price finally. At one point, it was like to buy all the cards for MTGO. If you didn't have all the cards, or a percentage of them, it was like $1,000. It was $1,000 to get the cards from MTGO. Now it's down to a measly like $650. And I bought 5 packs of Aether Drift on MTGO. I always buy 5 packs of the newest set. It's something I really shouldn't do. I managed to pull a Ketramos, which at the time, the Ketramos was worth, I'm not joking, 102 ticks. I think now it's like 70 something, which is insane, but it's not as intense. All right, so we'll start with Street Wraith. Blazing Rootwalla. That's another one to get rid of with Faithless Looting. All right, let's do Faithless Looting. Okay, I definitely want to do... Well, the problem with putting Faithless Looting in or I mean Blazing Rootwalla, is it goes into exile, which I cannot count it towards that. So obviously I want a Detective's Phoenix, and I think a second Burning Inquiry. Yeah, because the problem is, I think the problem is if you throw in the Blazing Rootwalla, which I'd love to toss in, it just goes into exile, so they won't work. So I gotta throw in a Burning Inquiry. Okay. Okay. We'll get Stomping Ground. Cast Hollow One for free. They might have a counter spell here. Oh, I forgot Faithless Looting itself's going in the graveyard. So that could have made things different. I should have put the Rootwalla in. Alright, they could have a counter for this. This is an enchantment spell, not a creature spell. This isn't that much damage. This is 10. Well, I guess they're already at 5. Alright. Let's begin the combat. They might have bounce spells. It's so popular with everything right now. Alright, they cycle. I think with all the limit events you've done, it's been 13 or 14 catch remos. Wow, dude, that's some money. That's cash. Yeah, there's a card like that on MTGO. I could see trying to just grind through leagues of draft, right? Like that's really no a force of vigor. I didn't even think about that. All right, he's still taking 4. Wow, dismember that too. All right, well, we'll see what they got. I mean, they got Living End here. Weirdly enough, they could end up dying. Now they have the flying ones, right? Yeah, they do. They have flyers, so they're not dead here. But because it's going to bring back Hollow One and Flameblade Adept, and they don't. All right, well, there we go. Let's have some fun. Marauding Mako. Okay. Seems good to me. Here's Marauding Mako. Here's Burning Inquiry. I didn't get rid of the Rootwalla. But it left up Veil of Summer. All right, let's get Detective's Phoenix out. Hollow One and Burning Inquiry look good to me. All right, now we're swinging for 8. Get in there. What do you throw away? Street Wraith, Generous, and Ardent Plea? What is this? Oh, okay, yeah. It's already got flying, so sure. Like, what the fuck? All right, he's at 3. He gets a Living End here. It's very tough for me to win because I don't have Lightning Bolts. All right. But I don't know what he could do here now he's tapped out. If he plays another one and finds, like, Path to Exile, but that still won't work. All right, there we go. This deck's, like, ridiculous. Damn, it might actually be even better than the Nethergoid version I was running. Like, that's insane. Just top deck this thing, this Mako, suddenly a 6/6 flying haster. Like, huh? This deck's probably a bitch to play in paper. It must take forever. Like, online, this deck's so fast, but I played when... This Hollow One deck was very popular back in, like, 2017, after Hollow One and Flameblade Adept came out. Because basically all the cards you're looking at existed back then. The only cards that are new are Detectives Phoenix, Rootwalla, Mako, Ox, everything else, Goblin Lore, Vengevine, Street Wraith, all that shit existed. Used to use Insolent Neonate, and they were horrible to play against in paper because they play Goblin Lore and Burning Inquiry. You had to spread out your hand, roll dice. It was terrible. You draw the cards. I wouldn't even look at the cards I drew. I would just be like, okay, I'm drawing 4, or draw with Burning Inquiry. I never played this deck in paper. I played against it in paper. So they play Burning Inquiry, and I draw like 3, and we spread all the cards out, and you'd roll dice for each one, and you'd randomly discard. It took forever whenever it was a Burning Inquiry. And whenever they did a Goblin Lore, it took forever because you had to do it for them. You'd roll the dice for them and say this one, roll the dice again that one, you know. But it was good to, in game 1, get the Vengevine right out of the way. Just Vengevine, we got it, attacked with it. It was awesome. So now we don't have to say, hey, you're playing a whole league and you haven't got Vengevine to come out of your graveyard yet. I got it immediately. All right, yeah, I'm going first. No matter what I do today, by the way. Wow, that's like a turn 1 Hollow One. Sure. Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. What's going on? Some leg? Okay. Probably shouldn't have shocked there. It's gonna cost me a lot. There we go. Turn 1, 4/4. Let's go. You're on a clock. Can't Fatal Push or Lightning Bolt that. You're gonna... What's the one card? Nature's Claim, I guess. This looks like it's gonna be that Ketramos deck. Maybe. Ooh. Flameblade Adept. Okay, I think you can... Yeah, so you can go... Exert. Cast this for a creature spell. He's mad. I was like, oh shit. Probably sees what's happening here. Undercity Sewers, that's not Blood Crypt, so there's no push or bolt here. Throws in a big ass Ulamog. All right, Burning Inquiry, which is an expensive card. This is the only time it's ever been printed as M10. I don't know how that's happened. I know it's probably on the list, right? Fuck! Takes out Hollow One. Okay. I think you might want to take out Flameblade, because I can get Street Wraiths off this. I did get a Street Wraith. I had to discard it. These Rootwallas would never get discarded. What's up with that? They're like constantly just in hand. All right. Swing for 4. Will that guy exile? Prismatic Ending? I don't know what the... Well, there is Ketramos, so I don't know what's going on. He had to exile at Ketramos. Just got to find more discard spells now. I mean, he would have only been at 11. He would have been, like, insanely low life. Marsh Flats. That's really not what I want. No Faithless Looting in graveyard. All right, let's go to bestow Detective's Phoenix on here. It's the only play I got. So I get rid of Street Wraith and Burning Inquiry. Not really how you want to get it done, but the only play I got. I could also cast Blazing Rootwalla, but I think I'm going to use my commercial district. If this is that Ketramos deck, it's probably really tough to beat this thing. Oh, it's a damn Reanimator deck. You want to hold on to Blazing Rootwalla in case somehow, you know, I'm able to put a Vengevine in the graveyard. Plus, you know, you can get Rootwalla haste with this. And then pump it up to a 3-1. I can't cast Blazing Rootwalla during their turn, right, for Madness. I guess I can. What's it say? If this when you do, okay, so I still get to. Okay, I still get to. Here's a nice ban for warm triviality. Well, here's some trivial for you. Here's a fucking ban. So yeah, this is fine. Look at that. Now it's a 4/4. That just goes into Madness. And cast by playing 0? Oh, will. Wow, it'll let me at instant speed. Huh, I did not know that. I haven't played against many Madness decks. When I played Standard years ago, what was it? The second Innistrad block came out. And there was Madness in that with the vampires and stuff. So that's the only time I really played against Madness. Oh, well, looks like I just die. Yeah. Well, we know what to bring in, right, guys? Again, Leyline of the Void is just like the modern all-star. You just bring that in every single sacrifice 5. Oh, it's not that bad. Only 5. Okay. Well, I have another land. I guess we'll do sacrifice Phoenix. Land. Fetched land. That's 3. And yeah, I guess a Arena of Glory and a Rootwalla. There we go. I have a chance to kill him still. I have a land in hand, so if I get like a Burning Inquiry, well, I guess there's not a lot I can do, period. Yeah. It does get exiled, so I'm not dead. Very close. Another Phoenix. All right, let's just get that Phoenix on here. Street Wraith. Blazing Rootwalla. I don't think there's any chance for me to use the Rootwalla out of graveyard. All right. Let's get him. Knock him down to 5. What's crazy is him giving me that 4 life off. The Solitude is what I'm still alive off of. I'm sure he's just got another Reanimator spell. Waking Wind Waker Link. I'm doing pretty good. How you doing? What's this icon you got here? Destiny 2, the final shape raid race. What is that? Doing fine, still kicking? Yeah, hopefully. You're doing good. I never played Destiny, but I did play Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. That's probably my favorite Zelda game. Like, the last Zelda game I ever played was Twilight Princess, but I played them all from the original through Twilight Princess. So I played Majora's Mask, played Ocarina of Time, you know, all that good shit. They just randomly gave you a badge. Sometimes that happens. Like, I'll be alerted that I have a new subscription on Twitch or Kick. And it's like, I don't even know who the hell this person is, but thanks, whoever gave it to me. I guess I accidentally watched their stuff for like a second. Wind Waker, yeah, Wind Waker's amazing. I remember when it came out, or when it was announced, people thought it was a joke. They thought it was a joke game. He bounces the okay, I need a mountain right now. Burning Inquiry. That's enough to win, isn't it? Yeah, kaboom! Sploosh. I remember that. Yeah, that weird minigame. This should be enough to win. I mean, we cast it. I go up to this creature becomes a 4. And I get a hollow one. And an Ox of Agonas. Yes! Yes! Top deck! I mean, if I top deck a mountain, the only card that would have been terrible is a commercial district. That would have been it. Like, that's the only card. Well, I mean, he could have lived if I just would have if I would have drawn like a hollow one there, I could have got him down to 1, and I don't know if I would have won or not. All right, obviously those come in. My God, those got to come in. Maybe Dismember. I don't think Veil of Summer or Nature's Claim is going to do anything great. I mean, I could try. Yeah, it's only from blue and black, so that won't work at all. I could try Dismember to try and get, like, Solitudes out of the way. I'm going to try, you know, maybe I should leave Ox of Agonas in. Try, so if I never take it out, I never get to play it, right? So Goblin Lore is by far the weakest card. Yeah, one you want to try on your list? But yeah, Wind Waker, I remember when it came out, or when it was first announced, they ran a trailer for Legend of Zelda to show off the GameCube's capabilities. It had Link fighting Ganondorf, how they looked in Ocarina of Time. And people thought it looked amazing. Remember, this is like 2001 graphics, 2002 graphics, and it did. It looked fantastic. A real quick clip. A year or two later, they showed off the trailer for Wind Waker, and people thought it was a joke. They thought it was an early April Fool's or late April Fool's. They thought it looked like ass. They thought it looked like a little game meant for like 5-year-olds, blah, blah, blah. And then they announced that that trailer that we showed off was just a demo trailer. We have no intention of making a Zelda game like that. So when Wind Waker comes out, I love Legend of Zelda. You know, I'm a little kid at the time. Not a little kid. I can't remember. I was like 15 when Wind Waker came out. Okay, I gotta get shit out of here. All right, I'll just go Ox. I think these are the weakest cards. Just straight up, just filler cards. Those are the weakest cards in the deck. And I got Wind Waker. And at first I thought the game was called Wind Maker. Sounds like a better, I'm gonna keep here, even though it's not great. I'm going to keep just because alone I have my nuclear weapons here. I've got a couple Leyline of the Voids. There you go. But yeah, I'll still start with a turn 1 Flameblade Adept. But I loved Wind Waker. I thought it was very fun. Going around the islands, finding stuff. They leave that one on top. I loved it. And then in response to people being mad about the graphics of Wind Waker, they made Twilight Princess, which had the most detailed, realistic graphics a Legend of Zelda game ever had. And so yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm just gonna get this out of the way. Get a what the fuck? Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I forgot. I have Marsh Flats. I need to have like Scalding Tarns. All right, never mind, guys. I'm an idiot. Never mind. Yeah, I need to change the deck. I have Marsh Flats in. I need to get Scalding Tarns. Whoops. Those are just holdovers from the Rakdos Delirium deck. So that's a big change I got to make. But it's okay. I got a mountain here. Well, at least I haven't been punished too bad for that because I just haven't drawn anything good anyways. But hopefully this is totally... I mean, he's got to hard cast all of his creatures, which I've started off really slow because I've kept this stuff. But yeah, I should have been able to swing in for at least one there. So he should be at 18 instead. But yeah, I got to put Scalding Tarns in. That way I can find... or, you know, not Scalding Tarns. I need to put in... what is it? Not Stomping Ground. What's the red-green fetch land, damn it? Yeah, that card's a real problem. Wooded Foothills. Thank you, Luke. Yes, I need to put Wooded Foothills in here, not Marsh Flats. Okay. We have Burning Inquiry. So I think we just fire off Burning Inquiry right now. It was like he told him to, like, Path to Exile. Okay, that time I was confused. Another Rootwalla showed up. Oh, yeah, I should have played this first because if I get a... No, if I still get a Vengevine here, I can still get it out. That's clearly going in graveyard. Get the fuck out. This is a 4/2, so they have to discard 4 cards. They get it permanently, right? Fuck, this card's so good. I hate this card. They do gotta discard 3. They can never give it flying, though. I mean, you kind of have to attack, otherwise it's kind of wasted, right? And it's not like he's getting any benefit off these cards. They got to go exile. So he lost, what, Ulamog, Wrath of the Skies, and a Polluted Delta. So he's just going to make it so I trade with this guy. Yeah. Yeah, this has Menace, by the way. So he did all that for nothing. I forgot to mention that. It has Menace. So he's just got to take it. And then, here's Hollow One. Detective Scott, thank you so much for the sugary beverage sip redemption. You have been scammed, though. There's no sugar in this. This is a OG flavor of Ghost. You're not even supposed to drink these straight up, even though you can, like I am. It's bubblegum flavor, so it tastes great. It's supposed to be mixed with Gatorade or something to give your Gatorade a lot of caffeine. It's only 100 milligrams of caffeine. It's a little 8.4 ounce can, but thank you. I appreciate the point redemption. Uh-oh. We can't adapt it. What's he taking? Sure. No, this one is a special one that it comes in little cans like this. See, it's a little tiny can. It's an 8.4 ouncer, and you're supposed to use it to mix it in with other drinks. You can drink it just fine. What is this, a 4/5? And he's going to draw another card? Sure, you can draw another different card. I mean, I just don't have anything to really block that with. That's not half bad. Okay, Detectives Phoenix, I'm gonna have to... Blazing Rootwalla is instant speed, right? You can do that? Yeah, it doesn't say you can't. This is gonna just sit back, I guess. It's not doing anything. Sizes only comes at 2. What? Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. Why can't I bestow this? Oh, because I don't have enough. That's why. Okay, well then we'll just kill this. Give it -5, -5. I guess that won't work either. Spell Pierce. Force negation. Thank you kindly, John Ryder 2 for the follow. I really appreciate that. If you're watching live, let me know where you're from and what your favorite format is. I'm going to put on the Jackal. And then we'll get Leyline and Dismember. And then I'm going to have Blazing Rootwalla be a chump blocker. To have a backup one. Alright, get in there for 7. I mean, the card we got to worry about him getting somehow is Solitude. Well, I just need a Burning Inquiry. Or a Faithless Looting. He's still swinging with this thing. Like I said, I'll block. Fill in and draw another card. Alright, come on. Faithless Looting, Burning Inquiry. Burning Inquiry. Alright, don't celebrate yet, guys. It's got to resolve. What? This Blazing Rootwalla just hung out the entire time? What? I swear these things will not be discarded. They just refuse. Like, no. Still not enough to kill. Still not enough. I did get a Faithless Looting in there. Alright, well, we'll just swing with everybody. Is that one? I mean, it's okay. I can still cast this thing, but still, like, dude, you're supposed to be cast for 0. Stop hanging out my hand. He's like just clutching onto your hand. Like, no! I think I got the first one for free, so I shouldn't complain too much. My favorite part about Wind Waker, by the way, like I played the dungeon over and over again, like the challenge dungeon. They brought it into Twilight Princess too. Oh. Alright, well. Hopefully he doesn't draw anything insane here. Yeah! Alright. Woo! Leyline of the Void. Just throw that down. Like, it should just be main deck. Just main deck the Leyline of the Void, right? I mean, there's so few decks in Modern that, like, don't use the graveyard at all. Like, I have to go through them. Like, Eldrazi, Tron doesn't use their graveyard, so I guess that would be kind of a bad one. But, for the most part, everybody needs their graveyard, including me. Oh. But yeah, the challenge dungeon in Wind Waker was amazing. I loved killing the what are they, Dark Nuts or whatever they are? Like in Wind Waker, they were like Doberman Pinchers. Everything was weird in Wind Waker. And then in Twilight Princess, they were legit like just straight up heavily armored knights. All right, yeah, I'm gonna go first. 2 Flameblade Adepts look pretty good to me. This is how you can kill somebody really fast. Is if like your turn 1, you do Flameblade Adept. So what is Marsh Flats even in the deck for? It shouldn't be there. It's just literally a dead card. I can't fetch for anything with Marsh Flats. Like I don't have any plains or swamps. It's horrible. Shamefully bad. Yeah, let's get a Stomping Ground out now. Yeah, oh my god, it's so bad. These Marsh. I only have 3 of them, luckily. There's only 3 in the deck. Alright. But if you can get a Arena of Glory, or if I can top deck an Arena of Glory here, then there's a real shot of potentially killing the opponent. I do not. Eldrazi Temple. Okay. Well, let's first just play the... It's so tough. Yeah, I just have to do the hollow. I have to do Faithless Looting here first. Cast it. Discard. Discard, discard, and I can play 1 hollow one. Or I could discard a hollow one. Cast it for 0. Attack for 3. I probably played that all wrong. I probably should have discarded a hollow one. And then, no matter what I did, it didn't work. I needed to find another Faithless Looting off that. There's still a lot of damage coming at him suddenly. But if I had a Ring of Glory there, I would have played that, given this other Flameblade Adept haste, played Faithless Looting. That would have been, what, 6 damage to him? Okay, so this is that Basking Broodwalla combo. Man, I'm drawing a lot of lands here. Fuck. Alright, well, I guess we just go for it again. The Faithless Looting. Drop Bloodstained Mire, Texas Phoenix. Alright, and then we swing in like so. I don't know how fast the opponent's deck can win. I don't know if they, like, by turn 3 they can just get it off. I just don't know. I guess we'll just find out. I mean, they gotta have Broodwalla and that artifact equipment, right? From, like, Zendikar, I think it was. They've got to have both those this turn. So I don't know if they can. I mean, they only got, well, they got 4 mana for Eldrazi, but they can't use that. They've got 3. I mean, the Broodwalla I think is 3 mana, so they could go. Yeah, I just don't think it's gonna work if they try to win this turn. They need. I don't know how much this stuff is. Isn't that no? Is that Broodwalla 2 mana? I thought not. Kozilek Command's pretty good. All right, maybe he's got it. Oh, he may played another one. And activate is 1 and a green. So it costs 4 mana to do the combo. Okay. That kind of messed some shit up. I have 2 Phoenixes in there, so I guess I'll just take it, go to 9. So I'm going to go to 7 because I can sack that. All right. Oh my god. All right, I mean, we just play Goblin Lore here. If I play Flameblade Adept, I can get Detective's Phoenix out. I just got to play Goblin Lore. And see what happens. Okay. So let's cast. Let's cast. Let's Street Wraith, because I can find another land here. I do find another land. And this should be lethal. That. Flameblade. Phoenix on that one. Get rid of Hollow 1. Goblin Lore. Oh, yes! Wow, what happened? It just immediately took me to my side. Whoa, wait. Begin sideboarding. What is going on? Holy shit. What the fuck? No, no, I don't want this. No, no, no. No. What the fuck's going on? Remove from sideboard. Jesus. What is bad here? Goblin Lore. I guess I can take out a few Goblin Lores. Maybe I can bring in Nature's Claim. I probably want Dismember for that combo. I don't know if that would work or not. Nature's Claim, maybe. Goblin Lore. Ox of Agonas. I'm just sorry, guys. You guys want to see Ox action. Just not really working for you. I don't even know if the Nature's Claims are good. Nature's Claims got to be not too bad because they can hit that. You can hit the. Oh my god, I got the whole thing here. Keep. Because the Nature's Claim, I mean, what was I talking about? I don't remember. I don't remember, guys. Forgive me for my insolence here. Yes. Play Marauding Mako turn 1. There's that. It's better but worse than Flameblade Adept. Yeah, Claim also had Saga, that's true. Okay. Well, I mean, the first thing, I'm going to play Arena Glory. First thing I'm going to do is cycle here. Should I get off it? Flameblade Adept. That's a nice one. Holy shit, that's a nice one. Cast it for haste. Burning Inquiry. These Rootwallas, what the hell's wrong with them? They never come out. Like, what the fuck? Oh, this thing's not as good as I thought it was? What? Oh, it does. It counts it all at once. That's crazy. It just it counts how many you did, and then it puts them all on at once, unlike Flameblade Adept, which triggers each one individually. Okay, that's a little different. All right, well, let's get in there. Let's swing for 9. Can't block the Flameblade. All right, he takes it all. Now, I do not have green for this Nature's Claim. He lost a Trinisphere, Cavern of Souls, and Eldrazi Temple. I'm glad he lost that Trinisphere. That's cool. Why are the Rootwallas? They just like will not be discarded. They hang out in my hand. They're like just significantly worse because of that. They haven't helped me out. So that's cool. What the hell is this? The fuck is that? Oh. Well, I'm kind of in bad shape here unless I top deck a Faithless Looting or something. Yeah, Stomping Ground. Well, that's not the worst. I'm probably dead here. Say yes. Play Marauding Mako. It's gonna take. I mean, the problem with this deck is you can't really block unless you do like a trick. Yeah, we'll just see how bad a shape I'm in here. I think I could have gotten this guy if I just would have gotten these out. Like, I mean, I don't know what the deal is. What's with the betrayal? I really wonder if putting 4 lightning bolts in this deck would help it more. Where it's just now they've got to worry not just about creatures, but also worrying that, hey, I'm getting low enough to where if he just kind of puts a couple bolts together randomly, right? Because you just fire those off whenever you want. That, you know, what is this? Oh, is this going to be that haste one? This is like a true Eldrazi Tron deck. Like they're playing it's just an Eldrazi Tron tribal. It has trample. Yeah, so I just lost that one because, yeah, even if I double block it, still die. 5, yeah. Yeah, I just, it started out kind of cool, but they just didn't work. So I think I'm correct here with the sideboarding. Yeah, looks good. It's just not, it's just a tribal deck. It's not the normal kind of like, whatchamacallit, like Ulamog combo or anything. It's just straight up, hey, I got a bunch of Eldrazi creatures all work together. We're going in. I'm taking a while aside here. Man, that was like such a nice start too. I was able to attack with my 2 1-drops on turn 2 for what, 7? And then after that, I just drew a land. If I would have drawn a non-land, or even if I got those Rootwallas out, right? Those could have been chump blockers, and I might have been able to live. But I don't know what the deal is with the Rootwallas. They just won't leave. Hear my kids playing out there. I should probably have some sort of music playing in case people hear them, but I just know how to get that stuff to work. You go to like Spotify or something, someone was telling me, you go to Spotify and you just pick like generic background elevator music. Right? I mean, I have the playlist for Arena. I could just play Arena music, but I'm very bad at technology stuff like that, and I think that I would just blow out people's ears. People complain about just how loud these videos are to begin with. So I can't keep this hand because I have no acceleration with it, right? Like you need to have, you know, something to do, like Burning Inquiry or something. I just don't have it, so I got a mole. Again, I don't got anything. I gotta go to 5. Going to 5. This deck can operate on very slow. I can't find anything. I cannot get anything here. The deck is just going to 4. We're going to 4. This is the best I can do. Burning Inquiry. Put all this on the bottom and let the prayers begin. Oh my god, how does that happen? You have so many 1-drops. You have 8 1-drops. So many just have to do commercial district. I've actually never seen this deck fail like that before. Generally always find something. Maybe I should have kept that first hand. Maybe I would have top deck Burning Inquiry or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. But probably not going to win this one. Hollow one. Yeah, I'll leave it on top. I mean, I don't see why not. Opponent has stopped playing. I know what the opponent's doing. They just got up and left. I'm going to draw a hollow one. I'm going to Burning Inquiry. Hopefully a lot of good shit comes from that. It all comes down to this spinning. This is the part of the deck that sucks, where you're just like, I have no plan here other than just get lucky. Which is true for a lot of Magic, period, right? You're just like, just got a top deck. Just got a top deck and pray. You know? Because the secret of being good at Magic the Gathering is to open with good hands and then top deck good cards. That's all it comes down to. I mean, you can be the best player in the world, and if you can't find the good opening hands and draw the right cards at the right time, you're never going to win. This isn't chess. This is a children's card game. Apparently, this is just a sit around and do nothing card game right now. I really hope that whenever they do decide to update or whatever they do with MTGO, they don't fuck it up again. Every time they do, almost every time, maybe once in a while they don't, the game goes into like a serious problem for a serious week, maybe longer, maybe a month. And I'm really hoping that doesn't happen. I didn't even know this came, and you just forget all the cards that came in the Modern Masters, right? This is Modern Masters 2015. Because it's like almost none of the cards that you see that were like worthy of being in the Modern Masters sets back in the day are played anymore, right? Like they're just not. So I've forgotten what's in those Modern Masters sets, or being like, really, that was in Modern Masters? That card's not that good, but at the time it was amazing, right? Cards like Pestermite, right? Everybody needed Pestermite back then. Verdilian Click. People don't even know what those cards are. Particularly Click. People have no idea how good that card was for years and years. The card was insane. Like, I hated it back in the day. Like, it was just, not only did they basically, I mean, it's not as good as Thoughtseize, the discard ability, but they got a 3/1 flyer out of it on my turn. You know, like, it sucked. I mean, you could bolt it, obviously, but still, they got to do stuff during your turn. What was the other one? The X-Art? The one that was in the Splinter Twin combo? The one from Phyrexia? I think it was. Yeah, I don't know. They put Deceiver XR. Thank you, Luke. Yes, yes, like a 1/4. Those decks were like really obnoxious to play against. Splinter Twin deck, like you just could never tap out. They could just suddenly win out of nowhere. You'd be like winning the game. You'd be like, all right, I got them, and they've been holding like a Pestermite the entire game. The entire game. And then all of a sudden they top deck the X art. And you're just like, they just win. Oh. Alright. Horrible. Horrible combo to deal with. It's like a 2-card combo that worked with so many, right? Kiki Jiki, which was their slowest version of it, right? But Kiki Jiki, Splinter Twin, Pestermite, Deceiver X art. It was all those cards worked together to win the game, like instantaneously for them. Help, Wizards, and they did ban it finally. And then it became a meme, and now it's back, and I haven't seen it played once. You know, another deck from back in the same exact time was Birthing Pod. And I hope Birthing Pod doesn't come off the list because there's so much, creatures do so much more now when they just entered the battlefield. And that combo can still be played, I think, with the red cap, Murderous Red Cap. I think that could still work if you have Marlira or whatever her name was. I think it's still possible. But I just think Birthing Pod is just I mean, it's a neat deck. I like decks that, like the Orzhov Blink before it became more mid-rangey. I like decks like that where it's just all about like creature value, where it's just, you know, they were playing Recruiter of the Guard and they were finding like, oh, right now I need an artifact removal creature. Let me find that in my deck. You know, that stuff's fun in Birthing Pod. So many cards they used to play with that just nobody plays, like the Orzhov Pontiff. Like that card was like really good coming off the Birthing Pod, but who in their right mind even knows what Orzhov Pontiff is anymore? The Kitchen Finks for Unlimited Life. I mean, I love Kitchen Finks. There was a big debate in Jund for a while when Innistrad came out. Do you run Kitchen Finks or do you run Gareth's Messenger? And I like Kitchen Finks more. Gareth's Messenger, the idea was you combined it to kill opponents with your lightning bolts. But Kitchen Finks made it where it was just, it was a good blocker. It came back as a 2/1. You gained a total of 4 life, which is very relevant because everyone's always gunning for your life. Just, I think Gareth's Messenger faded out just because it couldn't block. You cast it, and you just dead anyways. They just swing back at you with their own Tarmogoyf. And there was a lot of Jund mirrors back then. And, yeah, Gareth's Messenger just was not really cut out for Jund. Great card in, like, Yawgmoth and decks like that, but I didn't think it was good enough to be in Jund midrange back in 2013, 2014. Just didn't fit. Kitchen Finks did way better job. Yeah, that's a lot of times are different back then. You know, nobody even knows what I'm talking about usually anymore. You know, I go to the RCQ and I talk to people about stuff like that, and they're like, "What was that? Was that like 2020?" Like, no, dude, that was 2013. Like, Modern was brand new. Modern came out what in 2012, right? I mean, they might have done 2011. I don't remember. I know that the newest cards or the oldest cards you could have in Modern at the time, because they weren't doing reprints usually. Cards from Legacy was 2003 with 8th edition, right? All right. There we go. Opponent just gets the fuck out. They never played. So yeah. All right, there we go. 3-0. Look at that mole. I wonder if I can look at the cards in my, like, okay, so I was gonna draw the hollow one. No, it's not gonna let me. That sucks. All right, there we go. 3-0. 3-0. Thank you, Detective Scott, for the sugary beverage sip redemption. Really appreciate that. Again, scam. There's no sugar in this. They have the stuff that causes cancer, though, in this, right? Where is it at? Sucralose, there it is. Manufactured for Ghost Beverages, Las Vegas, Nevada. I wonder where this is really made. They never tell you where exactly it's made. Hopefully not China. You can get things from just about anywhere else, and you're like, okay, I'm good. Like Mexico, okay, I'm going to be all right eating, drinking that. You know, I'd be a little concerned if it was like Middle East. I'd be like, what the fuck? Like Turkey be okay. But like if it said like Syria, probably don't want that at all. You know, Yemen, don't want any food from Yemen. North Korea, obviously, you can't even get food from North Korea. North Koreans can't even get food, let alone how they get disperse food out of North Korea. You know, but thank you for the sugary beverage redemption. Something like Lingering Souls. Yeah, Lingering Souls is a huge problem. I was playing Abzan mid-range just like a year or two ago. Lingering Souls was still putting in work. It was still good. I mean, it wasn't dominant, but it was like, damn, this is getting all these ghosts going. Yeah, I'm going first. I still can't find what I want and what I need, but I'm willing to keep here, and I'm willing to do Faithless Looting just to see if I can't dig for what I want. And I can at least get a Blazing Rootwalla for free as well. So I can shove in... Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Shove in this Rootwalla. And a Bloodstained Mire. And yeah, cast it for 0. Because next turn I'll be able to do Arena of Glory, give this haste, play Burning Inquiry or Faithless Looting, probably Faithless Looting. And go from there. Against Tired Dad. Boy, I'm in solidarity there. Tired Dad. Oh, hell yeah. You know, no more staying up at 2 a.m. playing MTG Arena, I'll tell you that much. I mean, it's like, I am tired. All right. Yeah, Faithless Looting. Wow, look at these fucking lands! Marsh Flats has to go because it does nothing. And I guess Bloodstained Mire. The hell's going on? Hopefully that means I just have nothing but good shit showing up after this. Alright, swing for 4. Still pretty good damage on turn 2, 4. Nothing to sneeze at. What is this, Living End 2? These Surveil lands are like up to like 20 bucks a piece now. I don't know if every color combo is that, but I think this is one of them. I think the blue-white one is. I think the worst one might be the Golgari one. I don't ever see that anywhere. Okay, Detectives Phoenix. Yeah, I'm just going to play Arena of Glory here. Because I want that Detectives Phoenix to go in the graveyard for sure. I could be real smart ass here and try to exert that, but I think that's getting cute. I gotta counter this? Maybe. Ah, they're gonna do Bowmasters. That sucks ass. Who the fuck has Bowmasters anymore? Dude, I didn't even get the Phoenix in? Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell? Why is nothing discarding right? Like, you've got to be fucking kidding me that happened. So what is this? This is just Frog, and they're just fucking me up bad because they're able to find every card they want? Dude, that's fucking brutal. And I have no way to kill this Bowmaster, so I just lost the game. I haven't seen someone play a Bowmasters in fucking forever. But yet here it is. Annihilating me. I can't even play the game with it on the field. Plays in Yogg? I guess so, yeah. Alright, we just gotta do flashback Faithless Looting, take a ton more damage. I mean, I got nothing else. They got another one? Yeah, fuck yeah. Insane. Absolutely insane. I didn't play a land yet, right? Man. Oh, that's right. It can hose the catcher modes because they have to draw every time it does that thing. It's mandatory. It's not may. I read that card. You have to. Oh my god, dude. Yeah, I think I need to get the Rootwalla out. Yeah, I'm just dead to the Bowmasters. I really can't even function with that card on the field. He's got a Fatal Pusher. He wins. I have to be a blocker. It's weird he's already down to 12, so it's kind of like, They just have to chump that. Right, to the point where some of these Dimir decks are not even playing Murktide or Oculus, just going a mid-range route. How are they doing that? I mean, they got to have other threats. That's pretty crazy. Are they just running, like, generic? I mean, are they playing, like, I don't even know. Like, they got to have more than just Bowmasters. Oh, my fucking God, dude. 3 Bowmasters in the top 16? How did he even get so low? Like, we're only on turn 4. Like, what the fuck? Dude, this guy had a hand like an... yeah, Frogs and Douthie. Okay, yeah, the Douthies make a lot of sense. This guy's hand was insane against me. This guy couldn't have sculpted a better hand. That's absolutely insane what just happened there. Holy shit. Like, god damn. All right, bring in Pyroclasm. I don't even care what anyone says. I'm bringing that in. And Leyline of the Void. Dismember's probably okay. Leyline of the Void. All right, I guess we're just getting rid of Burning Inquiry. All right, Goblin Lore's got to go. Ox of Agonas, probably bad too. And I can't get rid of that much. I got to keep some stuff in. Veil of Summer could also be good. Is Dismember good enough? And get rid of the Bowmasters. So I guess I need to rapidly just really change the deck up. Put Veil of Summer in. Yeah, Veil of Summer should be fine. That's actually good. I need another one. Try something like that. I still have 2 Burning Inquiries in. Yeah, I think that's about the best I can do. I mean, I don't want to remove so much because before when I played this deck, I had Nethergoys, and those alone could be threatening just by playing the game like normal. I don't have that anymore. I have to go off like discarding and stuff more than ever. But I don't think I can just get rid of Burning Inquiry completely. If I did, I could bring in Rootwallas again, but they just die to everything else too. So I found the one weak point has shown up is this deck is completely vulnerable now to Orcish Bowmasters. Ugh. I don't even know if they care about their graveyard right now. I think it's still keepable. There it is. The Burning Inquiry. I'm just gonna do Faithless Looting. Get rid of the Rootwalla. Hopefully I find a hollow one here. He's got a Spell Pierce. Oh, no, doesn't seem like it. Left that on top. Probably a Bowmaster. Flameblade Adept. Okay. Rootwalla, obviously. And I guess the Burning Inquiry? Sure. Cast for Madness. Play this, say yes. Play a Flameblade. Now I can try. This doesn't really work. If they do flash in Bowmasters for some reason, I mean, I don't know. I feel like this is a disaster coming. Marauding Mako. So this card says you and permanents you control gain hexproof from blue and black until end of turn. So I think what I want to do here is I want to test the waters with a Street Wraith and see what they do. This is an awfully awkward moment because I have to have this green up for this card, which is going to take me off a land. So yeah, let's just see what happens. I mean, in a perfect world, I give this haste and then blast off of Faithless Looting, right? But I'm going to test the waters, see what happens. But that is interesting, Luke, that they're going straight Dimir mid-range. I always wonder how long that would take. Okay, nothing happened there. Huh. You left some on top. Okay. Well, God. Yeah. Faithless Looting. Now he's gonna do it. Okay, see what he does with this. In response. Oh, I should have done this before because now no, this won't work for him. This will work for me. Yes. I wonder why he let the first one go. So he targets himself. This one will fail, but he'll still make a 2/2, right? Oh, I guess it doesn't do anything. Okay. Fuck, I needed another land here. But I guess we just discard both these. Yep, he just targets that. Okay, I'm just gonna swing here. It's got menace. Takes it. If I had another land there, I've been sick. I guess I'll take 3. I don't know. I got 1 Street Wraith, a Faithless Looting, a Veil of Summer. Okay. such rough gameplay. Basic Mountain. Detective's Phoenix. Street Wraith. Burning Inquiry. I don't have enough to do the Bestow without just destroying my deck, my grave here. Alright, well. I bet he's got another Bowmasters. What do you want to bet? Yeah. Surveilling. Puts Watery Grave in the exile. Yeah, I just gotta find like Dismember. So I might just die. If I do that. Detective Phoenix, I just don't have enough to even do anything with. If I Faithless Looting, all my creatures die. Right? So I'm just going to try and fly over with Phoenix many times. Ah, okay. Well, don't have to worry about that anymore. Yep. I probably should have attacked with the Jackal too, the Flameblade. Because that had Menace, and I mean, I put a Murktide in the graveyard or exile. This guy still had Murktides. Can never cast Oculus because he needs to delve 6 basically. Fuck it, put it on top. Fly over for 2. Find another Bowmaster. The game's somewhat over. I mean, it's not completely over. I guess not. He had to find multiple Bowmasters. If I start finding like Fatal Push, I'm in trouble. The fuck is this? Oh my god. What's this doing in Modern? Well, I mean, that's just gonna die. Because he knows I have another one coming. Unless he's got another Subtlety, which would be insane. Alright, that time he didn't. Attack the Kaido. Oh. Yeah, I definitely think the deck could maybe be made a little bit better. I think Ox of Agonas is just, I don't know, it's kind of slow and shitty. I'm sure there's moments where it's amazing. But at the same time, it's just not great. This card I can't play. I just can't play these with this on the field. I got to find a Dismember. All right. Swing in for 2. I wonder if maybe I can play them, though. I'm just too scared to, right? Because if you do Faithless Looting, they draw 2. They can kill 2 things, right? I don't know. It's just tough to say. Three blue during my end step. Very well. Because you got tired of that. Dismember off the top. Dismember off the top. Hollow one. Oh, man. So if I play Faithless Looting here, he gets to ping twice. It's an absolute disaster if he's been holding another Bowmasters. So, fuck it. I'm just swinging for 4 here. You gotta do something, dude. I'm winning the game right now, I think. And you gotta figure this out. I'm not giving him any opportunity just to suddenly have a blowout when I'm winning, I think. You know? But it looks like Leyline of the Void's still good against this guy. Throw that on top, so I don't know what that is. Hopefully not a damnation. A damnation be okay, I guess. There it is. There's another different Bowmasters. So he pings the shark. That's fine. Give me another Detective's Phoenix. Just, yeah, just, I guess, just fly for 4. He's at 1. He's at 1. We're going to do it the flying birds. The oldest trick in the book. Put flyers on the field. They'll never be able to block them. All right, let's get a commercial district. See what's on top. It's a Bloodstained Mire. Weirdly enough, I could give Hollow One haste. Should I try to be that cute? Give Hollow One haste. I mean, these are all lethal if they get through. Every single one of them. Sure. Let's do it. Let's give this Hollow One haste. Yeah. All right. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, everything looks fine. Pyroclasm would have been amazing there. I mean, yeah, I would have lost a lot of my dudes, but my dudes, some of them come back. Maybe I should take out Burning Inquiry and bring in the Rootwallas again. I don't know. I'm just a little bit scared of these damn Bowmasters. Veil Summer was really good there, though. It caused me to be able to survive a little bit. I'm going to keep just because of the Leyline of the Void. It's enough to fuck them up. He shocks there. I wonder if that means he's got a fatal push. Sure. It's a lot better than fatal pushing Flameblade. I would assume this means that he has Bowmasters. I guess we'll just play this tapped. Maybe I can get there with Vicious Vengevines coming out, just casting him as a 4-0. Just a 4-mana 4/3. Yeah. I guess in response, I should cycle these. Yeah, not looking good. Get a couple Phoenixes. Maybe we can go that route again. I doubt it, though. Just because I'm going to be taking so much damage here. All I got to do is find a 1-mana creature. And then I can put Detective Phoenixes on him. Oh. Well, I might die to that now. Just unbelievable. I cannot find... It's impossible. I can't beat him now. Yeah. I mean, I can't beat this guy. I guess I could with a Pyroclasm, maybe. Maybe. If he was dumb. But I really need to find, like a way to cast Vengevine, I guess. Yeah, just the Bowmaster's just too powerful for my deck. I cannot beat it. Like, remember, I used to run Bowmasters in this deck. It's too much. He just wins, right? He get this up to 6, be 7. Right? He'll draw a card, get this up to 6, 7. Yeah, I can't win. Got Dismember. All right. Not 8. I mean, it did the same amount of damage. I technically got 1 more point of damage out of that. Let's go back to Modern. Well, I'm playing it today. I mean, this deck's been doing great until I ran into a deck that's constantly got all their copies of Orcus Bowmasters. Then I couldn't win. I think I still could have beaten this guy if I just had a turn 1 Flameblade Adept. Well, no, because he Fatal Push. Never mind. What do you do with that? 2 on the bottom? Okay, that's helpful. So yeah, I just dead. What am I even thinking? I'm just super dead. With no lightning bolts, I can't even have a surprise victory. Right? So, there's definitely things that you want more in this deck. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's just impossible. Once they have this card on the field, you can't win. The game's just over. I could try to chump block here. It sucks ass that you lose to just one singular card that costs 2 mana. That, you know, it's not like, you know, it's just, it sucks. Like, this card can go fuck itself. One of the most broken, stupid cards in a while. Like, this guy, that's all he did to beat me with this whole thing. Like, he didn't do anything. Like, granted, you know, I Leyline the Void him pretty hard. But, you know, it's just, I don't know what they were thinking when they made Bowmasters. It just doesn't make any sense. If they had it where it just targeted either player or creature, right? Like, not both. Like, if it just said player, okay. If it just said a creature, okay. But then they can just target every single one. I have to block here. Like, I have to. Just, I don't know. Just no way to play against this. So I have no outs to this except for Dismember, and Dismember's terrible against it. It's horrible. It's just unbelievable. I think in this scenario, you need to run 4 lightning bolts. This deck has 0 lightning bolts in because the idea is you just spin your deck so fast that you're never going to be able to use a lightning bolt. So I think that's wrong. I think that we need to have lightning bolts in the deck. I think there needs to be 4 copies of bolt. If you're running red, you should be having room for lightning bolts somewhere in your deck. And I think that's where this deck is kind of weak, is that I'm running kind of so-so cards like Ox of Agonas. That card's really not that good. I mean, it's just, yeah, it just doesn't work without it. I mean, I need to have some hope to kill this thing. It's going to concede, because I can't play anything. I literally can't play anything. It's just, Bowmasters is like one of the worst designed cards. It's like a hidden, secretly designed bad card, because it alone itself doesn't win the game for the opponents usually, but it makes it so your opponent can't play the game effectively, because anything with 1 toughness is going to die. Anything with 2 toughness is going to die, because they're going to swing in, they're going to block with their token that they make off the Bowmasters and the ping combined. You know, with people always say, well, they've always had Snapcaster Mage and Vendilion Click and other flash creatures. Yeah, but they died in the block. Like, it was a surprise Ambush Viper style block, but Ambush Viper usually died when, in fact, it always died at 1 toughness. Just a horribly designed card that I don't know what they were thinking. That and the One Ring and that set just was like, what are you guys doing? And granted, I have abused Orcus Bowmasters. I've abused it because it's out there. And at some point, playing Modern, at some point when you're playing the Modern format, unless you're playing just absolute trash, like you're just playing like the worst cards on purpose, you play any deck, you're going to stumble across something that's ridiculous. And Bowmaster's that card for me. It's the card. I like black color mana. In Modern, in any format, I'm playing it. I'm going to run Bowmaster. It's going to do shit for me. That's stupid. But it's not my fault. It's Wizards' fault. It's their fault. But they need to learn how to control themselves and properly test cards. They said they didn't even think about how good Bowmaster's going to be. It's like, really, guys? And then they kind of told people that, yeah, Bowmasters is how we got people to shut about Ragavan. And, you know, because remember, people complain about Ragavan. They're like, well, here's Bowmasters, take care of Ragavan for you. Yeah, it's a little good. Like, not only does it kill Ragavan, it kills the entire opponent's strategy by itself. Like, what happened here? Have played Black since Lord of the Ring, hate Bowmasters so much. It's a really poorly designed card. Again, they could have just fixed it if it just said player or creature, right? Deals 1 for every card drawn or when it enters, deals 1 damage to target player. Deals 1 damage to target creature. Shouldn't have been just either or. And the way it functions is terrible too, because each one's a separate one on the stack. So you can't even get around it. It's like okay, deal 4 damage there. Like, no, it's gonna be 1, 1, 1, and another one there, right? You can mess with the stack to where no matter what, the opponent's gonna take 1, right? Or their creature's gonna take 1. It's fucked. It's incredibly fucked. Thank you, Mr. V69 or Mr. V696969. Thank you, Tech Gauge, for the resub of 26 months. Really appreciate that. Ban Bowmasters. Damn it, ban it. Just would anyone really cry? I mean, I guess the people who would cry are the people who bought it, right? It's always the people you hear about talking about the biggest, saltiest fucking crocodile tears. You know, like, oh my God, I spent, $200 some on this. I even bought the foil showcase versions, and which really aren't that much more expensive. And I bought that fucking sideboard guide from that fat ass, what's his name, Todd Anderson. There's so many tears. Todd Anderson's crying too. I mean, I think if you guys want to buy a sideboard guide, I don't know where you go to, but I wouldn't buy one from Todd. Like, I've seen his elite sideboard guide, and I haven't been impressed. And then with his own sideboard guide, I think he charged like $20 for Gruul Prowess, or no, Arachdos Aggro in Pioneer. I've told this story because I love telling it. His own self-promoted sideboard guide for $20 that he was real confident that was the best deck in Pioneer. He goes to the fucking RC and goes 0-4 drop. Never even won a game. Not one single game. And he's asking you $20 to get a sideboard guide. I don't even understand paying for sideboard guides. Like, I think sideboard guides are neat for people who have no idea how to play the deck, like, at all. But why should you pay for that? Just if you know how to play the game, right? If you understand modern format, like a sideboard guide is great. Like, let's say I was just getting into modern right now, and I was like, hey, I want to play Boros Energy. That's the best deck in the format. I've never played modern. I don't know what any of these modern cards are. Let me get a sideboard guide as well. That way I can kind of know what's good and what's not. But if you play enough of any format, you should be able to figure out, oh yeah, let me bring in my Nature's Claims. Do you need to pay $20 to know that Nature's Claims should come in against great artifact and enchantment style decks? Like, what? Just go to the store and get $20 worth of like donuts or something. It'd be the same thing. Like, and you enjoy it more. You get to eat donuts and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, who would pay Todd for that? It's just stupid. It's just stupid. Like, people just wasting money, and then they ask themselves, why am I in debt? What happened? I don't have enough money to pay for my gas in my car today. Well, you spent $20 fucking on Todd Anderson and God knows how many other guys for fucking useless sideboard guides they're free if you know how to play the game. Like, I don't need to have a $20 sideboard guide to let me know Leyline of the Void should come in against Dredge. Right? Do I really need that? Like, no, fuck no. And people are like, well, they tell you what to side out. Well, just pick 4 random cards. It ain't that big of a deal. Just like, okay, I'm going to take out, one Burning Inquiry, 1 Ox of Agonas, 1 Goblin Lore, and a Vengevine. I don't know. You're probably okay doing that, right? Just random. I mean, there's some cards you should probably never take out. Like, I would never take out Flameblade Adept, Detective's Phoenix, Hollow One, Street Wraith. Those are never coming up. Maybe Street Wraith against Burn. Playing against Boros Burn, I guess I take that one out. But, I mean, these people and their sideboard guides kill me. And then I got a message. I got a message on Twitter the other day. A couple weeks ago now, I guess. A guy knows I play Golgari midrange, and so he sent me this thing. I guess he was like a pro player in some other country. He sent me a direct message. He said, hey, man, I got a sideboard guide. You want to check it out? I said, sure. Sure, why not? He replied, for $15 I could look at it. So I just banned that fucker. Get the fuck out of here. What a homeless scumbag. There are enough free videos on YouTube to justify never buying a sideboard guide. I don't know who does. Who does that? It's absolutely insane that people pay for that shit. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it at all. And like Luke said, there's free videos online, which I go another rant about that. I tried to watch a video about the new Ketramos deck because I am interested in playing that someday. Maybe when I get my tax return. Because that deck is so expensive right now. It's still going down. So probably in a few more weeks it'll be more affordable. But I tried to watch some videos on it. It's like the worst videos ever. Like the one dude's video wasn't even him playing the fucking game. It was just him explaining to the camera how good Orzhov mid-range is. And behind him in the background is like Arena. But he's telling you the stats for how good the deck is. Like, yeah, Ketramos does this. And what a joke. What an absolute fraud of a video. Like, absolute fraud. And a couple of the other videos I tried to watch, the guys just like it was edited all weird, where there was like it was just plays, right? There was none of the guy talking about what he was doing. It was just him like casting card. Bad, another fraud, just absolute fake videos. When you watch my stuff, you get everything. You get to see the rants, you get to see the misplays, get to see the questionable gameplay, get to see the random talks about fucking donuts and shit, you know, whatever. It's like you come into my house almost and just watch me play, and just like you're just sitting over here watching, and it's just you're there with me, for better or for worse. Probably for worse. But anyways, guys, you know, I'll be back tomorrow for Gage taking off. Glad you showed back up. Thanks for the resub, Gage. That's really awesome. You didn't have to do that. Luke says here he likes hearing different logic. That's what they side out. Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. That's what I'm saying, that in the video I watched, the guy didn't say anything. It was just his plays, you know, which, you know, I play enough Magic to figure out what's going on. So it was somewhat helpful for me, but it was just a weird video. I didn't like it. Not a very good video, in my opinion. Because he should be, if he's trying to help people out, he should be explaining plays. Like, because there's some little nuances with every deck, you know, where you don't know exactly what's the right sequence or what's something to look out for. Like, what's something you can draw into. Like, in this deck, I'm constantly talking about, okay, I can draw into this and then discard these, and then I can keep playing, right? So I think that's important stuff. That video I watched with Ketramos, the guy didn't do anything like that. And that first video I watched was just a complete fraud. Absolute fraud. Like, that's not even close to what I was looking for. Anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. So you guys had fun. I had a good time. Happy to have a good rant there. It's been a while, I think, I've had a good rant. So anyways, deck looks great. Outside of Bowmasters just hosing this thing, and probably Leyline of the Void. Even Leyline of the Void, I don't think would completely hose this deck anymore. It used to hose the Nethergoyf version real bad, but this version doesn't get hosed as bad because Flameblade and Marauding Mako will still get their +1s from cards being discarded and cycling. So that's cool. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun. It's a very fun, just spin the wheel and hope it works. And this deck is pretty consistent and pretty bulletproof, besides Bowmasters, that you'll kind of find what you're looking for usually. So let's do some shout outs here. Got quite a few to do. Shout outs to the LukeMan98, Thek Gage, Waking Wind Waker Link, the MTG Bot and the Nightbar Keeping Company. Special shout outs to John Ryder 2, Mr. V696969 for the follows. Really appreciate that. And a massive thank you to Thek Gage for the resub of 26 months. That's huge and completely unnecessary, but very, very appreciated. Guys, I plan on being back about 4 p.m. Pacific time. I will not be here Thursday. This week is all this deck. I am going to make changes immediately. Marsh Flats is coming out, and Wooded Foothills is coming in. Like, this is just a holdover I didn't catch when I was doing the Rakdos Delirium. When I just switched this from Rakdos Delirium to this, I did not catch this. That was totally my bad. Like, goddamn, that's stupid. And I'll probably put in some. I might take out these Goblin Lores. I'll probably take out 2 of them and the Ox of Agonas. Like, they're really questionable cards in my opinion. And bring in 4 bolts because I really need them. And that's probably, I'll finish this league and then we'll start the league tomorrow with those changes. So that should be exciting. Luke said here were toolbox orders off. Some liked keeping in vials against energy and play in the mid-range, while others liked taking them out and playing control game as they felt risk taking turn 1 off and losing too much tempo with Wrath of the Skies. Yeah, when they were playing Aether Vials, which I was really a big fan of, I personally thought I should take out, I never played this deck before, but I would have taken out Aether Vial just because you cast that turn 1, and then all of a sudden they just play a turn 1 Ocelot Pride, and now you're kind of in trouble. But, well, I guess even worse would be a Guide of Souls. That'd be even worse if they had, and then they followed up with the Johnny. Like, that'd be really rough. That deck's still the best deck, that Boros Energy. It wins the most on MTGO. So anyways, guys, again, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you guys had fun. I know I did. I'll be back tomorrow at 4 Pacific time for more of this. And I hope to see you all here tomorrow for that. If not, I'm sure you're doing something a lot more important than hang out with me. All right, buddy. Thanks for watching. Be safe out there. Eat some good food. Drink some beverages. Stay safe out there. All right? Everybody. Peace!